mistake. I don't do anything for free. I keep my enemies closer than my mirror ever gets to me. And if you think that there is shelter in this attitude, where do you feel the warmth of my gratitude? I get the feeling that it's 2 against 1. I'm already fighting me, so what's another one? The mirror is a trigger and your mouth's a gun. Lucky for me, I'm not the only one. And if it looks to me like you and your reflection plan to add your own fight to this dimension, they'll tell it that this ain't no free for all to see. There's only 3. It's just you and me against me. I get the feeling that it's 2 against 1. I'm already fighting me, so what's another one? The mirror is a trigger and your mouth's a gun. Lucky for me, I'm not the only one. Lucky.
What's up, guys? Davey Crocko. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to stream last night, but it ended up being too late. It's just a busy weekend, Easter weekend. So, did get a video up last night, but wasn't able to stream. I'll be off Monday and Tuesday, so hopefully we'll do streams on both of those days. We'll take Easter off. I put up a video yesterday. There was a girl named Riley Gaines. I guess she's a college athlete, and she was getting bullied or assaulted by some tranny. And I just made a video pointing out how if a man is assaulting a woman in front of you, you should intervene. If you're a dude and a tranny comes after you, you should be punching them in the face. I don't understand why these people are scared. I also put the stream I did on Chalkbodyoutline's channel up on Crocko Clips. So if you guys didn't see that, that is up there. And a bunch of archive streams on Odysee as well. The guy that created Cash App stabbed to death in the shithole San Francisco. Ignored by bystanders. I don't know how this guy was walking around nonchalantly without a security detail in a shithole like that. But they're woke, they're progressive, they think nothing's going to happen to them. But just to expand off of that trend thing we were talking about, and I'll get into some other topics here too. What I was saying was, these people just don't want to go all the way with it. They think the Constitution says, oh, well, you turn 18, so it's cool if you chop your dick off at 18 because, you know, that's the legal age. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. Where I'm saying, no. If you want to transition or surgically do something like that, then get the fuck out of the country. I'm not going to take my high-powered rifle and shoot at beer cans like I'm making a statement. Actually try to come up with things to make it illegal for everybody of all ages. And even add in doctors that are performing the surgeries, people that are grooming them, parents that are, you know, grooming them. All of these things, schools. Nearly 6,000 public schools hiding students' gender status from parents. Yeah, it's a practice now. They just groom the kids and they tell them not to tell their parents. According to the Virginia-based group, the districts, together serving more than 3 million students nationwide, have rules on the books that prevent faculty and staff from disclosing to parents a student's gender status without the student's permission, when they're really just grooming them. So I came across this one out of Maine that I'll show you guys. So she's suing the school because, you know, they trannified her daughter. A mother in Maine has filed a federal lawsuit against the public school officials for coaching her 13-year-old daughter to become a boy without parental consent. Look at this fucking thing. Like, this should be illegal for the doctor to give puberty blockers, hormones, surgeries, Should be illegal for the school to be talking about them or talking to them about this. You know, like, we can come up with some kind of Alcatraz scenario.
Tonight we bring you a truly disturbing story out of Maine. A social worker at the Great Salt Bay Community School is accused of secretly trying to transition a 13-year-old girl, even giving her something called a chest binder, which is used to flatten breasts. Now, the counselor, named Sam Roy, reportedly told the girl that he wouldn't tell her parents and that she shouldn't either. Now, when the girl's mother then demanded answers, she says that the school defended the social worker and then claims the school had already started to referring to her daughter by a different name and then used different pronouns with her. She yanked her daughter from the school, but the counselor still works there. Isn't that lovely? Joining me now is that mother, Amber Levine. She's also the owner of Break of Day Mental Health Group. Also here with her is her attorney, Adam Shelton from the Goldwater Institute. Amber.
And this is right around the time where they tried to tell us there was a tranny that shot up a school, but they don't want to dig into that as they normally do to do a gun grab. Even though it's going to work out perfectly, they don't want to use the tranny as the mentally ill person. They want to use your neurobehavior, your biometrics, your data of what you're doing online and whatever devices can pick you up saying to say that you're mentally ill and going to commit an extreme act.
What does it say to us as a country that the school hasn't done anything to address this situation and keeps this social worker in place? What do people need to know about this case that I'm somehow missing?
Well, I think that it says that we as parents no longer are in charge of our kids. It's scary, really.
I mean, Adam, the parental...
Yeah, but probably vaccinated them though, right? So a lot of these people say, yeah, we know we don't have control of our kids. If you're not seeing the signs of your kid having this mental illness and transitioning, like, you're not keeping an eye on your kid. If you don't know these mentally ill thoughts are in his head, I don't think you're doing a good job. But the school is not helping by grooming. I'm just saying it starts at home.
Rights, they're broad, and they tolerate only intrusions that are completely necessary to protect the health and safety of children, according to all the laws that I'm aware of. So does this now qualify?
Yeah, parents' rights are very broad, and that's why we at the Goldwater Institute have sent a letter to the school demanding that they, one, launch a full investigation into what happened here, and two, change their policy to mandate that the school tell all parents whenever the school makes a decision that directly affects.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. We got a Levine and a Goldwater. Let's see what they can do. Now again, I'm just using an example. Tranny assaults conservative activist. And people are outraged, and he's outraged, and he's going to put it on Twitter. Why didn't you just beat the shit out of the person? Like, I'm just going to keep saying it, and I'm just saying, like, well, violence doesn't help, and, you're going to end up getting arrested. Okay, so just let mentally ill trannies punch you in the face? Is that what we're going to do? He calls them the most violent group in the Western world. Here I am getting assaulted, and the cops were there. They did nothing. Well, do you need the cops in this situation? You couldn't handle it?
Incredible thing has been the behavior of the police here today. There's a lot more coming.
The cops didn't ride your dick.
They don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
She thought it was a joke. She thought it was...
Well, and I know so many cops who love
She didn't even want to look at your video. When she did look at it twice, she later said that she didn't even see it.
Why aren't you at home to take
This other officer took down my information, but they don't want to do anything about it. We've got the perpetrator on video.
Supporters here? Nah.
And there's nothing they want to do.
What do you think about the fact that they're being so angry and violent just like a week after I transferred?
Say it's just punched by somebody. Please, they're just here to support these people. You've got another guy. There was another man who was just punched by somebody.
Very scary. But they also like going into the middle of these events, waiting for that to happen and then complaining about it. I remember that video came out. One, why are you going to a gay concert? Why are you going around these people trying to interview them? And then when one of them, just one-on-one, comes up to you and steps to you, you get scared and have to run to the cops. Like, are you the quartering? Are you going to get punked by a tranny? Like, come on, man. Get this shit together. If it makes me sign in, then I don't know if I can do that at this moment. I don't want to talk about being censored, but actually being censored means you can't even sign into Google.
That one. Unironically, natural predators. I'm sure you love the natural predators. I'm sure you love the natural predators. Please talk to me, guys. I mean, this is a child-friendly event. What's going on? How you doing, man?
Hi. You know what you would do? You would shun Jacob to embrace Esau. God bless you. Come on, talk to me.
It just has to be this person.
So this tranny comes up to him. They have a back and forth. That's a man. The man ends up, fucking with him, ends up lightly punching him, and then he's just scurrying around for half the video trying to get the police.
Don't let her go, or him go.
He said, don't let her go or him go. This man said, you punched me, so fuck your delusion.
So he had to get the cops involved. He couldn't block a punch from a tranny. He had to, get the cops involved. And what? Are they going to take her in? Arrest her? It's assault, though. Yeah, but you're going to show it and she lightly grazed your arm. Are you going to press charges? Or could have you just handled it right there and threw her to the fucking ground? Of course you won't, though. And then the video I did yesterday was about a college girl, and they literally said she was being held hostage. And it's like, you're allowing them at her college, woman college athlete, to be held hostage by a tranny? And she was supposedly assaulted too? How is nobody stepping in? I don't understand that. Give me 1 second. I'll show you the thing. It was, Jack Posobiec said they're trying to kill her, because he has to get extreme as possible. But no man stepped up to protect her in that situation. They just tweeted about it after and filmed it. Let's see her being held hostage. And this is just funny to me that people won't step up to a tranny. They're scared. Conservatives. I'm never buying Nike again. I'll never drink Bud Light again. But, well, how much did you really like Bud Light, to be honest? Give this a second to start playing here.
Tell her to pay us. Tell her to pay us and then she could go. $10 each. Because she probably got paid for this shit, so we could get paid for it too.
On a public campus that
Holding her hostage, San Francisco State University, right around the corner where the creator of Cash App and Square just got killed. Awesome. So I remember that when they were doing this tranny shooting story, they really kept it confusing on if it was male to female or female to male. So it was a biological female that identifies as male. And trust me, they're going to be using mental illness or, you know, wrong think and things like this through your neurobehavior that they're detecting and surveilling you through your devices to prevent you from getting a firearm, prevent you from doing other things. That's all part of HARPA, which I've explained numerous times. I don't think I have to explain it again, but you guys know all about it at this point. But I'll just show you really quick. It's called ARPA-H now. The patients are waiting. Neurobehavioral tech to predict mass shooters. And this was an old Washington Post article. They want to identify neurobehavioral signs of someone headed towards a violent explosive act using, you know, all your devices around you. So you're anything that's quote unquote smart. And it's the same thing under Biden. It's just called ARPA-H, but it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Just using AI to, you know, do a mental health screen on you. But conservative sites will say it's a Biden proposal, even though it was just put out under Trump, even though neither of them actually are doing it. It's just the people that control them. The new agency is set to be called ARPA-H, part of the NIH budget of $51 billion. The patients are waiting is their motto. You know, former president of NBC who did The Apprentice is someone behind it. But to stop mass shootings, quote, before they happen through the monitoring of Americans for neuropsychiatric warning signs. So just a pre-crime bullshit thing. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick 20, maybe 30-minute video and see if I have time to stream in the evening tonight as well. Make sure you guys can see me. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well, having a good weekend. Hope you guys have good plans for Easter. There was a couple weird ones that I looked up last night. I definitely want to talk about Clearview. That's the Israeli tech startup AI company that, you know, very good at facial recognition. During COVID, they could still, you know, verify you even when you're wearing a mask. Like that was their claim to fame. Recently, they just scraped 30 billion images from social media, and they're sharing those with police agencies. But I came across this weird one. It was on futurism. ChatGPT falsely accuses law professor of sexual assault. In an editorial for USA Today, George Washington University law professor wrote that he was surprised to learn from a colleague who'd been researching ChatGPT that it had falsely accused him of groping students. The colleague asked the chatbot to describe scandals involving American law professors being accused of sexual harassment and to cite media sources. It obliged, sort of. It named names and made up sources, with one of those sources being a phony Washington Post article that said Turley had sexually assaulted students during a trip to Alaska. So it's not just scouring and repeating what it's seeing and regurgitating it. It's literally making up something with his specific name. So that's kind of crazy. I'll show you this clear view. Copied 30 billion images without your permission, even though when you sign up for the app, you did give permission. Customers include more than 3,100 U.S. agencies. Yeah, they're sharing them with the police, obviously. U.S. police have used the database nearly 1 million times so far. One digital rights advocate told Insider the company is a total affront to people's rights. Rights. The company Clearview boasts of its potential for identifying rioters at Jan 6, saving children being abused, and helping exonerate people wrongfully accused of crimes, even though they get it wrong more than right. They boast that it can, verify anybody through facial recognition, but you see people getting thrown in jail, and it wasn't even them. They weren't even in that state. So, I don't know about all that. I think I'm going to end the video here because I just wanted to kind of say what's up and just shoot the shit for a minute. But I'm going to put a stream together and try to do it in the evening. If not, we'll just be back Monday and Tuesday with live streams. But I will try to get to one tonight. It's going to be called Threat Assessments with Dr. Crocko. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thanks to anybody that supported. Cash.app/$ Truth if you want to support. Appreciate you guys. And as always, I will see you in the next one.